Hello, in this lecture we'll talk about characters in the great poem The Knight in the Panter's. The brave and loyal knights of Avtandil and Tariel, these two characters represent the most devoted friends and tender lovers, both heroes capable of courtly love. Courtly love is a love that emphasized nobility and chivalry, and they endowed with free will. They initially were actively involved and served the kingdom's held position of modern steward or mayor of the palace. Besides their position, they only obey their beloved, that is to say Tinatin and Nestan. Therefore, their love and dedication is unwavering. The mutual commitment and friendship they swear also extend to a third person, Nuadin Prison, who is the ruler of the city Mugazanzar, who is also endowed with the same heroic qualities. Tariel is, however, distinguished by his wild character, as symbolized by his wearing the Panter's skin. The qualities associated with the cat is dedication and courage. His hatred and violence could be extreme and uncontrollable. It is also close to Saint George slaying the dragon, whose cult was particularly strong in the 12th century, especially in the episode where Tariel kills a lion and a panther. In the next step I will talk about the characters Tinatin and Nestan, the faithful and patient lovers Tinatin and Nestan. Although they take little action, the female characters Tinatin and Nestan are constantly present in the thoughts of the knights Tariel and Avtandil and serve to give the narrative tension as a whole. Princesses higher in social rank than their servant knights are inspired by Queen Tamar, who was the Queen of Georgia, or reflect the fact that each of them is sovereign in their own realm. That is to say, Tinatin is the sovereign of the Kingdom of Arabia, and Nestan is the sovereign of the Kingdom of India. Tinatin chooses her own husband, which references Queen Tamar, who also chose her second husband, as her role as sovereign of the Kingdom of Arabia, and her father was the one ceding his throne on his daughter Tinatin, references King George III of Georgia, who was succeeded by his daughter in 1178 after his death. Tinatin is a static character. A static character, it means that she's a passive character. She's not acting a lot. So, who leaves no time, Tinatin leaves no time to her father in Arabia. Tinatin leaves no time to the court of her father in Arabia. Nestan, a prisoner in distant region, that is to say, Nestan was abducted to the country of the Kandis. She is also a passive character, but their confidence and righteousness shows these two women being faithful and respective lovers. As for Patman, she is an altered representation of their type, but an adulteress during the absence of her husband. During the absence of her husband Hussein, she betrayed her husband with Avtandil. Patman takes little account of family honor as she humiliates her husband on account of his bodily defects, and the second reason that she takes little account on family honor because she betrayed her husband Hussein with Avtandil. Her character is true to life from the artistic point of view. Despite everything, she is capable of displaying both affection and sincere warmth peculiar to a woman. She spares no effort to save Nestan. It is very characteristic that when Patman learns of the purpose of Avtandil's journey, the purpose of Avtandil's journey was to find Nestan Darajan, who was abducted by the Qadis. She makes no attempt to keep the man she loves, that is to say Avtandil, at her side even for a short time. So we can summarize and say that the characteristics of Avtandil and Tariel are as follows. They are both devoted friends and tender lovers that capable of courtly love. Courtly love is a love that emphasizes nobility and chivalry, and they are also men that endowed with free will, and they obey to their mothers, Tinatin and Nestan. The mutual commitment and devotion they are endowed with extended also to Nuruddin Pridon, the ruler of the city Mubazanzar. And the hero of the poem Tariel is distinguished from the others as one who has a wild nature, as symbolized by the Panter'S skin that he wears all the time. He has the characteristics that characterize the cat, that is to say devotion and courage. His hatred and violence can be extreme and uncontrollable. In the next step, I will talk about the characters Tinatin and Nestan Darajan. The faithful and patient characters Tinatin and Nestan Darajan, they are passive characters and they are used to give the narrative tension as a whole. Tinatin is a static character, that is to say she doesn't act much, but she gives instruction to her lover Avtandil. Nestan Darajan is a prisoner in remote areas such as in the land of the Qadis, and she is also a passive character. Both of them, Nestan Darajan and Tinatin, are self-confident and righteousness. They are also loyal lovers. Patman is a different representation of them, that is to say of Nestan and Darajan and Tinatin. She differs from them in that she is not faithful to her husband Hussein. As I already mentioned before, she commits adultery in the absence of her husband. She betrays her husband with Avtandil. The values of family honor are not important to her because she cheats on her husband Hussein with Avtandil, and because she humiliates her husband because of his physical defects. Patman is able to show affection and warmth that is special to a woman. In the next step, we will analyze stanzas 1046 and also stanza 1175. We will start with stanza number 1046. stanza number 1046 is an aphorism about providence. This stanza tells us that no matter what you are doing or what you want to do, if God is with you, you will succeed. Otherwise, if God doesn't support you, you will fail. And it is also tells us that you should not glory yourself or your power because of the fact that your success is only because of providence. And in line number 3, a tiny spark overcomes and burns up great trees. The meaning of line number 3 is that the small and the weak can beat the great and the strong if God is by their side. Okay, so I read stanza 1046 in the translation to English, then I read it in the original language and then we'll analyze it. Stanza number 146 in the translation to English is as follows: O man, boast not of thy strength, brag not drunken like. Might is of none avail if the power of the Lord aids thee not. A tiny spark overcomes and burns up great trees. If God protect thee, it cuts alike well, whether thou strike with a log or a sword. Okay, now I read the stanza in the original language and then we'll analyze it. Stanza 146 in the original language is as follows: Kacho jalsa nuikadi, nucha mokwech, vitam trali. Aras gargebs zlie reba, tual shekzevs, rtisa zali. Ditsa feta moerevis, msire das suavs, naberskali. Merti faravs, soret gakwet, shesha viskra tunda shmali. So, because of the fact that stanza 146 is an aphorism about providence, as I already mentioned before, usually an aphorism will be in the past space, that is to say, the structure of the 16 syllables will be 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, and the rhyming will be on the last 2 syllables of the last word in each line. But we have also exceptionals, that is to say, we have stanzas with aphorism that are in the slow pace, but stanza 146 is not an exceptional, therefore the structure of the 16 syllables in each line are 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, and the rhyming is on the last 2 syllables of the last word in each line. So the first 2 words in the first line are Kacho, Jalsa. Kacho consists of 2 syllables, Jalsa consists also of 2 syllables, so in total Kacho, Jalsa consists of 4 syllables. Then the next 2 words are Nuikadi. Nu consists of 1 syllable, Ikadi consists of 3 syllables, so in total Nuikadi consists of 4 syllables. Then we have the next 2 words are Nucha, Mokwech. Nucha consists of 2 syllables, Mokwech also consists of 2 syllables, so in total those 2 words, Nucha, Mokwech, consist of 4 syllables. And finally the last 2 words of line number 1 are Vitam Trali. Vita consists of 2 syllables and Trali consists also of 2 syllables, so in total those 2 words, Vitam Trali, consist of 4 syllables. So in conclusion, you can say that stanza line number 1 is broken into 4 segments of 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 syllables. The last word of line number 1 is in Trali, and the rhyming is on those 2 the last 2 syllables of this word Trali. The last 2 syllables of this word are Ali. Actually, the letters M, T, R, and V, those four letters are all constants, and therefore they add nothing to the number of the syllables in the word Ali, and therefore the rhyming is on the last two syllables, that is to say Ali. And the repetition is on the last three letters. Ali. Ali consists of the letters A, L, and E. Okay? And then in line number 2 we have Aras, Gargebs. Aras consists of two syllables, Gargebs also consists of two syllables, so Aras, Gargebs in total consists of four syllables. Then the third word of line number 2 in stanza 146 is Zli, Reva, that consists of four syllables. Then the next two words are, the next three words are Tual, Shektsevs. Tu consists of one syllable, Al consists of one syllable, and Shektsevs also consists of two syllables. So in total, Tual, Shektsevs, those three words consist of 1 plus 1 plus two syllables, that is to say four syllables. And then the last two words of line number 2 stanza 146 are Tisa, Zali. Tisa consists of two syllables, and Zali consists also of two syllables. So in total, of Tisa, Zali consists of four syllables. So in conclusion, you can say that stanza number line number 2 is broken into four segments of 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, and the rhyming is on the last two syllables of the last word. The last word is Zali, and the letter Z is a constant, therefore it doesn't contribute anything to the number of syllables of the word Zali. Therefore Zali consists of two syllables, that is to say Ali. So the rhyming is on Ali, and the repetition is on the letters, on the three letters A, L, and E. Ali consists of the letters A, L, and E. Then in line number 3 we have Ditza Cheta. The first two words are Ditza Cheta. Ditza consists of two syllables, Cheta also consists of two syllables. In total, Ditza Cheta consists of four syllables. Then the third word of line number 3 of stanza 146 is Mo, Vis, that consists of four syllables. Then the next two words are Tsire, Das, Vavs. Tsire consists of two syllables, and Das, Vavs also consists of two syllables. So in total, Tsire, Das, Vavs consists of four syllables. And the last word of line number 3 of stanza 146 is Na, Bel, Tkali, that consists of four syllables in total. And the rhyming is on the last two syllables of the word Nobeskali, that is to say, the rhyming is on Ali, the repetition is on the last three letters of these words Nobeskali, that is to say, on letters A, L, and E. And then the line number 4 in stanza 146 is Gmerti, Kparavs. Gmerti consists of two syllables, and Kparavs consists also of two syllables. In total, Gmerti, Kparavs consists of four syllables. Then the next two words of line number 4 are Storad, Gakwets. Storad consists of two syllables, and Gakwets consists also of two syllables. In total, Storad, Gakwets consists of four syllables. Then the next three words of line number 4 of stanza 146 are Shesha, Viskra. Shesha consists of two syllables, Vis consists of one syllable, and Kra consists of one syllable. So in total, those three words, Shesha, Viskra, consist of 2 plus 1 plus 1 syllables, that is to say four syllables. And finally, the last two words of stanza number 146 of line number 4 are Tunda, Hrmali. Tunda consists of two syllables, and Hrmali consists also of two syllables. So in total, Tunda, Hrmali consists of 2 plus 2 syllables, that is four syllables. So line number 4 is broken into four segments of 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 syllables. and the rhyming is on the last two syllables of the last word of line number 4. The last word of line number 4 is chumali. By the way, chumali is a sword. The word chumali consists only of two syllables. Why? Because the letters ch, r, m, and a, ch, r, m, and ch, r, and m are all constants, and therefore they add nothing to the number of syllables, and therefore the rhyming is on the last two syllables of the word chumali, that is to say on ali. The repetition is on the letters a, l, and e. So in conclusion, we can say that stanza 146, that is an aphorism about providence, is broken, each line is broken into 4 segments, so 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, and the rhyming is on the last two syllables of the last word in each line, that is to say ali, 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 and ali, and the repetition is on the last 3 letters of the last word in each line, that is to say a, l, and e. So we finished with stanza 1046. In the next step, we'll focus on stanza 1175. In stanza 1175, the poet quotes of the words of Nestan and John to Elseber Patman. And as I already mentioned before, whenever you have quoting in the stanza, it will be always in the slow pace. That is to say, the structure of the 16 syllables in each line will be 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, and the rhyming will be on the last 3 syllables of the last word in each line. Okay, so in stanza 1175, the content of the stanza is that the standard John tells Batman that she has a very bad luck. She suffered a lot, and okay, she has a very bad luck in life, and she suffered a lot. Okay, that is the content of the stanza. As I already mentioned before, she was abducted twice. That is part of the reason that she suffered a lot. So I'll read stanza 1175 in the translation to English, then I read it in the original language, and then we'll analyze it. Stanza 1175 in the translation to English is as follows. She said to me, "Sister, marvel not, however hard this may be." Actually, Patman says that she said to me, the standard John said to her, "Sister, marvel not, however hard this may be. Luckless fate hath ever been a doer of ill upon me. If some good had befallen me, thou mightest have wondered, what marvel is evil? All kinds of woe are not new to me, old are they." Okay, now I read the stanza number 1175 in the original English, and then we'll analyze it. Stanza 1175 in the original language is as follows. Man mitra, dao, nugi quil sege razon tzatnelia, bedi ubedo chemzeda, mitzaiv avisam knelia, kalgiram chirdes gikvirdes, avi rasa quirvelia, spada spachiri chemzeda, arachalia tzvelia. So, the first 2 words, so the first 3 words in line number 1 of stanza 1175 are man mitra, dao. Man consists of 1 syllable, mitra consists of 2 syllables, and dao consists of 2 syllables. In total, those 3 words, man mitra, dao, consists of 1 plus 2 plus 2 syllables, that is to say 5 syllables. Then the next two words are nu geek wheels. Nu consists of one syllable, geek wheels consists of two syllables. In total, those two words, nu geek wheels, consist of three syllables. Then the next two words are ege, razomca. Ege consists of two syllables and razomca consists of three syllables. In total, those two words, ege, razomca, consist of five syllables. And finally, the last word of line number 1 is znelia. Znelia consists of three syllables. So in conclusion, you can say that line number 4 is broken into 4 lines of 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3 syllables. And the rhyming is on the last 3 syllables of the last word. The last word is znelia. Znelia is art. And the word znelia consists of 3 syllables, elia. And the letters Z and N are constants, therefore they add nothing to the number of syllables, and therefore this word znelia consists of 3 syllables, elia. Okay. So again, line number 1 is broken into 4 segments of 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, and the rhyming is on the last 3 syllables, elia, and the repetition is on the last 4 letters of the last word, znelia. The word znelia consists of 6 letters, and the rhyming and the repetition is on the letters A, L, E, and A, elia. Then in line number 2, we have the first 2 words are bedi, ubedo. Bedi consists of 2 syllables, ubedo consists of 3 syllables, therefore in total bedi, ubedo consists of 5 syllables. Then we have chemdeda. Chemdeda consists of 3 syllables. Then the next 2 words of line number 3 are mitzriv, avisa. Mitzriv consists of 2 syllables and avisa consists of 3 syllables. So in total, those 2 words, mitzriv, avisa, consist of 5 syllables. And finally, we have the word knelia that consists of 3 syllables, elia. Why? Because the letters M, K, and N are constants and they add nothing to the number of syllables, and therefore the word knelia consists of 3 syllables, elia. In conclusion, we can say that line number 3 of stanza 1175 is broken into 4 segments of 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3 syllables, and the rhyming is on the last 3 syllables of the last word, knelia. That is to say, the rhyming is on elia, and the repetition is on the last 4 letters of the last word, knelia. That is to say, the repetition is on the letters A, L, E, and A. And finally, we have line number 3. The first 3 letters are kargi, ramchirdes. Kargi consists of 2 syllables, ram consists of 1 syllable, and chirdes consists of 2 syllables. So in total, those 2 words, kargi, ramchirdes, consist of 2 plus 1 plus 2 syllables, that is to say 5 syllables. And then we have the 4th word of line number 3 is geek virdes, that consists of 3 syllables. And then we have the next 3 words are avi, rasak, virv. Avi consists of 2 syllables, ra consists of 1 syllable, and sak, virv consists of 2 syllables. So in total, those 3 words, avi, rasak, virv, consist of 2 plus 1 plus 2 syllables, that is to say 5 syllables. And finally we have elia, that consists of 3 syllables. So in total, we can say, in conclusion, we can say that line number 3 is broken into 4 segments, 4 plus 4, 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3 syllables, and the rhyming is on the last 3 syllables, that is to say on elia, and the repetition is on the last 4 letters of the last word. The last word is sacrilegia, and the repetition is on the last 4 letters of this word, sacrilegia, that is to say on the letters A, L, E, and A. And finally, we have line number 4 of stanza 1175. Actually, the first 4 chords of line number 4 of stanza 1175 are schwa, da, schwa, chiri. Schwa consists of one syllable, da consists of one syllable, schwa also consists of one syllable, and chiri consists of one syllable. So in total, those two words, schwa, da, schwa, chiri, consist of 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 syllables, that is to say 5 syllables. Then the fifth word of line number 4 are chem, zedat, that consists of 3 syllables. Then we have the next two words are achalia. Ar consists of one syllable, and achalia consists of 4 syllables. So in total, those two words ar achalia consist of 5 syllables. Ar is not, and achalia is new. Not new, that is to say, not new, old. Okay, they are not new, that is to say they are old. Okay, and then we have dvelia, that consists of 3 syllables. Why? Because the letters Z, V, and V are constants. There is nothing to the number of syllables. Therefore, the word dvelia consists of 3 syllables. That is to say, elia. So in conclusion, you can say that line number 4 of stanza 1175 is divided into 4 segments of 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3 syllables, and the rhyme in is on the last 3 syllables, that is to say Elia, and the repetition is on the last 4 letters of the last word Elia, that is to say on the letters A, L, E, and A. In conclusion, you can say that stanza 1175, because of the fact that the poet in this stanza quotes the things that Nestan and John tells to Patman, whenever we are quoting in the poem, in the stanza, it will be always in the slow pace, that is to say, the structure of the 16 syllables will be 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, and the rhyming will be on the last 3 syllables of the last word in each line, that is to say Elia, 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 and Elia, and the repetition is on the last 4 letters of the last word in each line. And the 4 letters are as follows: A, L, E, and A. Okay, thank you very much.